For all you guys wondering, I have a bucket, a trash bucket right there where I throw my recyclable bottles, and then take them into a recyclable bin in this shed, and then take them to the city. Okay, I threw over my shoulder. No, I'm not a slob. I just made the basket. Okay, I don't always make it, but I think I made it on that one. Yeah. So well, sometimes you miss. Yeah. Sometimes it's like, damn, you was 3 feet in front of you. Yeah, I know it slipped. But that was the king of mid-range shooting. You learn to become this king of mid-range shooting because when you're young, you attack the basket because you can. Then you realize everybody tries to hurt you because they want to win, and then you become the king of mid-range shooting. And because you can, because you're so quick and athletic, and 10, 12, 8-foot shots are like a layup to you. The people are supposed to try to stop you and get in your way, and it's like, yeah, I was aware of that. I practiced on this, so here you go. Doop, 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 doop. You become the king of mid-range shooting. Michael Jordan, when he went off, it was mid-range. Every game where a guy dominates the game, it's not because he's dunking every time. It's not because he's hitting 37 three-pointers. It's because his mid-range game is on and he's destroying you. Because it's the way to keep your energy going so they don't beat you up and keep you safe from being hurt by all the assholes that will try to hurt you because they want to win. Yeah, I was better than Michael Jordan. Yeah, I could do shit he could do. I just hardly ever did it. Same with John Morant. I could do shit they could do. I didn't have the big hands. So sometimes it looked more spectacular because I had smaller hands. And so I had to move really, I had to do shit other people couldn't do with my hand size and abilities. It was amazing. Like he said, you're the best basketball player I've ever seen. I was like, yeah, I think so. Some shit I could do. I was just like, yeah. And most of the jocks would not come to the park. Yeah, they wouldn't play me. They did not want to be embarrassed because he was so much better. Okay. And that used to happen. But the thing is Kevin Holloway and Art Coswell, the two fastest, best guys. Kevin Holloway was in McDonald's All-American thing stuff. We were buddies. Okay. We liked each other. Kevin and Art yelled at me. Well, Art got ineligible, and Brooke Benton, the Zygmunt's best friend couldn't get open if you spotted him. It's like, I know, it's his best friend. I know. If we had you on the other side, we would have stayed easy, Earl. Coach pissed me off. Told him to go fuck himself. Done that a lot. Oh, more than I care to mention. When people are disrespectful and shit, I'm not going to sit there and come back. I tell them fuck off. When I make a decision, I make a decision. And my mom was Coach Kaufman. That man was a horrible human being. I can see why you didn't want to play basketball for him. I'm not going to waste my precious life and time. It was more Coach Valley, Coach Payne, and Coach Rasper was pretty cool, too. He was a little bit Bobby Knight. He was the trained coach with the job. The two best coaches I had, the pimp, the pothead, and the Mormon. those and the Mormon dad, the hardworking Mormon dad. Yeah, those were my best basketball coaches. Size 14, right up the ass. Shoot the ball, Parsons, or size 14 in the ass. And my teammates would all tell me, yeah, okay, you have to be the focal point. Everybody has to try to stop you because then you are the dish wizard, man. You get everybody either wide open shots or one-on-one matchups. And the only way Booney and Perry and Ward are going to get open layups is if you attack and everybody tries to stop you. So you got to do that. And then I always got yelled at because I was too unselfish. And it was like, no, you attack the fucking basket, Parsons. Go to them to do this. Make them all try to stop you. And then in junior high, and in my freshman year in Casper, my teammates were jealous of me, and my center was always pissed. He was always yelling at Coach Rasper because I tried to. Charlie knew it too because I said that, and I thought, and I talked to the coaches about it. I said no, and they said no because Costal and of Chris, because he was being that way too. Chris, of Jimmy, the three other guards on the team, if you demoted them to JV, they would just quit. They wouldn't play junior varsity. They would quit. So the 3 stars on junior varsity would have been better for us if we had Ray and Robbie and I can't remember who else it was. You got maybe Tim or some, one of the good defenders that was quick. So take these three guys and put them on varsity. Put these guys on JV. All they want to do is shoot and score on JV. That's all they'll do is shoot and score. They'll score, together 60 points a game, and they'll win all the games. Isn't that what they want, to shoot and win? Well, then they should go to JV. And then the other guys that play team ball, so we can win. We could have Ray. Me and Ray would have been devastating in the backcourt. But Ray was on JV because he didn't have an ego problem, and Coach Eithland needed him. And I tried to explain to us, and they explained to me, no, if you take these three and try to put them on JV, they will quit because of the social connotations. Okay, it's all about social position. It's all about perspective, And you get people, and people, he's cocky. He thinks he's all that. No, I know who I am, and I know what I am, and I know what I'm about. And if being a righteous person, to be like Job and Jonah, so you can all learn to be more like Job and Jonah and less like Nebuchadnezzar and his murdering fucktards. Another thing is, too, because you guys, you can't be afraid. You can't be afraid of dying, that you end up getting fucked your whole life by professional wrestling and professional sports marketing egos. Oh, what a rap star. Because I was watching that shit. I griped about it in the tub last night. To Walk This Way by fucking Run DMC and Aerosmith, one of the greatest musical comedies. Like, that is bullshit. Jenny Seeley and Jack Green's Wish I Didn't Have to Meet You, and Tammy Wynette's and David Houston's Elusive Dreams is way the fuck better than that pile of, hey, we fuck teenage girls all the time. Oh, shit, no. Oh, yeah, that's disgusting. We've had better music copulate. Whatever gets you through the night, okay, is a better music combination than those two. Than that group. I met Run DMC. They were assholes. And Aerosmith, all they cared about was getting laid and getting paid. And that's all they still care about. Okay? At least, Neil Sedaka, well, it wasn't Neil Sedaka, but it was Elton John and John Lennon, tried to get up and get us to, hey, let's try to be better people. Lennon, according to Rockefeller, Lennon had ego problems, and I understand, and I see them. Bigger than Jesus? No, you're not. No. People don't pray to John Lennon for salvation and to keep their kids home safe from mass murdering corporation maneuvers. Dear John Lennon, make sure my son comes back safe and doesn't get killed in Vietnam or in the Middle East. Okay, the Beatles were not bigger than Jesus Christ. He had ego problems. That's why Rockefeller didn't like him. We're bigger than Jesus. No, you're not. People don't pray to the Beatles for their children not to be murdered and help them in their suffering through being murdered through the medical industry. Because that's all they do in the medical industry. You don't live longer. You survive being tortured through mechanization of the Industrial Revolution. We'll give you more time to be tortured. And then you'll feel like it's a part of life and you'll pass it on. And then all you people with stem cell research that have brain chemical addiction that fight and kill will say this is how life should be. No, sure. Why in the world are we here not to live in pain and fear? Who in the world do you think you are? A superstar? Well, right, you are, right? So, and because it's disgusting that people sit there and talk about what a great guy Kobe Bryant was. And I get people say, hey, you ain't got no right to say that about Kobe Bryant. Same thing I had with Chadwick Boseman. I was on Facebook, and the guy, Mr. Parsons, you show some respect. He's dying from cancer. I'm telling him to act more like Haile Selassie and less like a propaganda tool for corporations. You show some respect, okay? I'm the one worthy of respect, not Chadwick Boseman. Chadwick Boseman makes racially charged economic conflict propaganda movies to keep people fighting and killing in the streets. Him and people like him and Michael B. Jordan talk people out and going and doing public protest over money during COVID, okay, which is irresponsible and wrong. Okay, so yeah, I don't want to fucking hear it. Okay, I want to hear it from any of you. Stop walking up to Tom Brady and tell him what a great guy he is. He's a pussy. He's an arrogant, egotistical asshole. And he's the same with Brock Johnson, same with LeBron James, same with Michael Jordan. And I would have whooped Michael Jordan's ass up and down that basketball court. And Charles would have sat there for 4 years trying to talk, if I ended up playing in Phoenix, trying to talk to me. Michael beat us this year. Well, let him have one or two. I got my fourth and I was out the door. I was making love to Edna in the mountains is way better than following your ass around and keep you out of the bar so you show up to play on the games and then go to the bar after we win. Okay, Charles, go get yourself Subway. I'll have all these businesses shut down before you know it. Too sweet. Who's your daddy? He doesn't love you best. He loves you, but you get on his nerves. Jesus said so. Why talk to Jesus? You're an asshole. You think money's real and you'll fight over it. You know it's true.